once stalked an influencer and found her house. In this video, I'm going to talk about the mistakes she made, which led me to find her address, and ways that you can protect yourself online. This is especially important if you're a woman, if you're a new creator, if you're a parent. This is the stuff that you need to hear. Story time. If you don't know me, hi, my name is Kara. I live in San Francisco. I've been a full-time creator for over a decade, and I love to help creators grow their platforms and build a sustainable, profitable business. And part of that business is staying safe online. And I love to tell this story because this happened, I want to say it was 2018, so it was a while ago. There's this creator that I followed on Instagram, and she moved across the country to a new state, a new city that I have never been to. She bought the most gorgeous, sexy, beautiful house, like the thing of dreams. My favorite hobby is drinking wine and looking at Zillow for houses that I will never be able to afford. And I was wondering the entire time, how much did this cost you, girl? Like, how much money are you making from your influencer business that you bought this sexy, gorgeous house with like all those great windows and those architect details and that garden? Chef kiss. About 6 months after she bought her house, she did an interview with like a local magazine or newspaper or something about the house, and she offhandedly made a couple of comments that led me to find her address within 5 minutes. So the first one, big one, was her old roof used to be, I think it was like an ugly green color. They changed it to like white or brown or something more neutral. But the detail about the roof color, very iconic. Like, not a lot of house roofs are green anymore. In the interview, she also mentioned that they could see the body of water that they lived by from their kitchen window. And that they like to sit there in the morning to see like morning sunrise light come through. Second mistake, I instantly knew what part of the city she lived in and where her house kind of had to be directionally facing based on that comment about the sunrise and the morning light and looking over the morning water. Third mistake was she mentioned a couple coffee shops and bakeries that they like to walk to in part of their new morning routine in this new neighborhood. So with that information, I ran to Google. Well, first I poured myself a glass of wine, ran to Google Maps, and I started searching around the city in the area that I thought she maybe lived. It took me 5 minutes to find a house with a green roof. When I popped to Street View, that 100% was her house because she had also been posting things in front of her house, her front door, her front yard. So now that I was equipped with her address, you bet that I ran to Zillow and I popped that into Zillow. It was like $2 million, like $2.5 million. Yeah, I mean, it was like a good motivator. I was like, okay, like I need to buckle down. Like, clearly there is money to be made. This creator was able to buy a $2.5 million house. But then once that like thrill of the chase, like I did it, I found her address, like they should hire me to be a spy was over. I was like, I've been kind of posting stuff online that people could easily figure out where I live. I live here in San Francisco, and I was just like, I need to start buttoning myself up. And that was the day that I realized that it was far too easy to stalk me back then. So I started making rules for myself. So some of my rules is I never really show what's outside of my window. You might see like a quick glance or glance from out farther away, but I'm never going to show you what's outside of my window. I don't really film in my neighborhood that much. I've also had like press and stuff over at my apartment for interviews, like ABC News, CBS. They are not allowed to talk about where I live. So they're not allowed to say Kara Harms, creator in the blank neighborhood of San Francisco. They are not allowed to do that. I also have a PO box that all of my brand mail goes to, so not even brands can stalk me. For me, it was a big lesson on internet safety because I proved to myself how easy it was to find someone's home address just by the little things that they share online, the things that feel harmless. Like, yes, we used to have an ugly green roof and we changed it. That feels like a harmless detail, except it's not, because now it was so easy to figure out where you live based on Google Maps. I was just doing it to just look up your house on Zillow and make you like this goal, like put you on a pedestal and be like, I want to be like her one day and have this gorgeous house. That's how much money I need to make. I was doing it in like a very innocent way. I wasn't trying to go up her, but some people are. If you are a creator, you absolutely have people who are jealous in like a crazy way. If you've never seen the movie Ingrid Goes West, your homework after this is to go watch that movie. If you post anything online, you need to be extremely careful about what you are posting. Even the most innocent of details can lead to someone figuring out where you live, what neighborhood you live in. You do not want a stalker. I've had plenty of friends who've actually had stalkers. They really do that. This is your lesson, your takeaway. Stop posting stuff about where you live online. Stop posting your routine. Don't post about where you work. Don't even post photos of your car. Anything that the internet can take and use against you, don't share it. Story time over. Make sure to go watch that movie and please subscribe to my channel. I help creators turn influence into income, and I want you to be a full-time creator and live your dreams and not get stalked.